This is the truth about success. Nobody tells you. There is a moment in every human life that arrives without warning. No trumpet announces it. No crowd gathers to witness it. No spotlight shines from the heavens. It arrives silently. A moment when you look at your life and realize that the greatest battle you will ever fight is not against the economy, not against competition, not against bad luck, and not even against the people who doubted you. The greatest battle is against the version of yourself that has accepted less than what you are capable of becoming. Most people spend their entire lives trying to change their circumstances while never changing themselves. They blame timing. They blame opportunity. They blame their background. They blame their education. They blame the people around them. And while they are busy searching for an explanation, life keeps moving. Days become months. Months become years. Years become decades. Then one day they wake up and wonder where all the time went. Success does not disappear from people's lives because they lack talent. It disappears because they never learned the truth. A truth so powerful that if fully understood, it can transform an ordinary human being into an unstoppable force. The truth about success that nobody tells you is this: success is not something you pursue. Success is something you become. Most people have it backward. They chase money, they chase recognition, they chase status, they chase validation. But every great achievement in human history began with an internal transformation long before it became an external reality. Before Thomas Edison illuminated the world, he first had to see light where others saw darkness. Before Henry Ford built an empire, he had to believe in possibilities that experts called impossible. Before Walt Disney created worlds that inspired millions, he had to protect a vision that everyone else laughed at. The world remembers the outcome. Few understand the mindset that created it, and that mindset is available to you, not because you are special, not because destiny has chosen you, but because the same laws that governed greatness yesterday still govern greatness today. Everything begins in the mind. Every building was once a thought. Every company was once an idea. Every fortune was once imagination. Every achievement existed in invisible form before it became visible reality. The mind is the workshop where your future is built. Yet most people treat their minds like storage rooms filled with doubt, fear, anxiety, excuses, and limitations. Imagine trying to grow a magnificent tree in poisoned soil. Imagine planting seeds of greatness while watering them with fear. Imagine expecting abundance while constantly rehearsing scarcity. That is how millions of people live every day. They want success, but they think failure. They want confidence, but they practice doubt. They want abundance, but they obsess over lack. They want victory, but they prepare for defeat. Your dominant thoughts become the architecture of your future. The mind is not merely a reflection of reality. The mind is a creator of reality. Whatever occupies your attention eventually influences your actions. Whatever influences your actions eventually influences your results. And whatever influences your results eventually shapes your destiny. This is why belief matters. Not because belief is magic, not because belief bends the laws of physics, but because belief changes the way you see opportunities, challenges, risks, setbacks, and possibilities. Two people can stand in the same storm and experience completely different realities. One sees disaster, the other sees growth. One sees defeat, the other sees preparation. One sees limitations, the other sees hidden opportunities. The difference is not circumstance, the difference is perception, and perception is controlled by belief. The world will often try to convince you that you must see something before you believe it. But every great achiever understands the opposite. You must believe it before you can see it, because vision always precedes reality. The architect sees the building before the first brick is laid. The inventor sees the invention before the first prototype exists. The champion sees victory before stepping into the arena. The entrepreneur sees the company before the first customer arrives. Everything is created twice. first in the mind, then in the physical world. That is why clarity is power. A person without a clear vision drifts through life like a ship without a compass. Every wave determines their direction. Every opinion influences their decisions. Every obstacle causes hesitation. But a person with a definite purpose becomes difficult to stop. They wake up with intention. They move with direction. They think with precision. They understand something that average people rarely understand. Energy follows purpose. Focus follows vision. Persistence follows meaning. When you know exactly where you are going, your mind begins organizing itself around that destination. Decisions become easier. Distractions become weaker. Excuses lose their influence. And slowly, almost invisibly, your entire identity begins transforming into the person capable of reaching that vision.